This is No Money Mo Money. This tiny potato's been on an adventure to experience everything on the Final Fantasy XIV free trial. But after a night of betrayal and loss, there's only one path left to continue his adventures. A path that will take him Now that we've managed to become a white mage, perhaps we should actually unlock a few of the skills. Hey? Oh, like regen. Yeah, it's really important. I should have that. Get quelled. Yay! I can finally regen. Promise I find a way to convince my brother to accept you, but I fear he intently refuses to do his job like an adult, rather than throw a tantrum like a baby. Oh look, stupid little Arun has already gotten himself beat up by a weak enemy, let alone doing his dumb job all on his own. I could literally just throw dots on these enemies and they'll just die for me while I stand here. And Arun couldn't handle it. Like, I'm not even attacking them. Good job, Arun. You did real well out here. They barely touched me, and I was just able to use a dot to kill them all. Hesitance to accept you is not entirely unfounded. Yeah, now she's around to talking about how these days only Pajal have white magic abilities, and I don't have horns, and they're a bunch of bigoted hornists. And now I have my AoE skill! Heart of the Forest, which will give me that last piece of gear, plus the full-on actual eye level 90 gear, which I'm gonna trash. And it gives me Benediction, which is my 3-minute cooldown, instant cast, full heal. No matter what your HP is, I can immediately bring you back to max. Turning the rightful resting place, his spirit will return. Surely it's only a matter of time. Yeah, but we don't have that time. But his garb, yeah, I'm not even wearing those clothes anyway, so who cares? We have no choice. We must trust his powers and do what we can. All that time wasted trying to gather up healer gear, they're just gonna let me go in my cargo pants and shirt. Alright, time to finish this white mage grind. Oh, someone's angry. And here come the armies. Oh, Ato Akant's power. Are you gonna let some overgrown shrub ruffle your feathers? It's like, I chose you as my heir, now act like it. Time for chit-chat. Focus your energies on the Guardian Tree. Let's call the Great One's Fury. Time to chop down some trees. Except now, I have Holy! So everyone can get blasted by my freaking flashbang. See, so we're all just like, run out, damage some enemies, run in, heal the Guardian Tree. Run out, damage enemies, run in, heal the Guardian Tree. It's not that difficult, honestly, this one. Yeah, it did great. And done. Long and fruitful life, I drew my last breath at Ogamora that day. I did so with one profound regret. Passed from this realm without finding a worthy inheritor to bequeath my knowledge in full. Well, it's a good thing I showed up then, isn't it? His spirit just housed itself in the soul crystal until he could find someone to pass it on to. See, my all too brief sojourn here has come to an end. Yeah, time for you to rest in the crystal from now on. Yay, we've quelled the fury of the forest. Whatever. Give me my new outfit. Oh yeah, that last piece of garb now pulses with his ancient power, now that he's literally showed up in spirit form to help us. And the final incantation, for ARR at least. And there we go. All of my ARR white mage stuff is finished, so let's move on to something a little more interesting, and somewhere down the line I will see you guys for the Heavensward White Mage stuff too. See you later! We are back from all of this side junk we were doing in Heavensward. Well, it was all great stuff, but like, that's enough of that for now. Let's go ahead and jump right back into the MSQ and hop into the Post-Heavensward storyline, shall we?
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
You can't exactly explain that one away easily.
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many.
Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
So intricately wrought, cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. Who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Make that dream a reality. And beseech you, join hands with us in friendship. That's a bit much. At the very least, come and, like, visit us, maybe, first. She's gotta talk with some other dragons first about this one, because that's big thing. The Nath grow bold, even as they did before. Do not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Freaking Nath again. This opportunity to speak with some other dragons. Continue to Charlian, hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us, blah 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 blah. Okay, so we are getting straight into this storyline, it looks like.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting. And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieur himself?
Yep, had to come all the way from old Charlian so she could tease the crap out of Alpha No.
Or are those lifts in your boots? It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryl.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection? Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
We're off to see the witch, the horrible witch of the bog.
You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Oh, no one wants Grandma's old stories.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred.
Cool, where's Thancred?
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al.
Curious tale regarding a Vath trader. A tale of feather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement. Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself? Yourself emerged from the live stream as naked as your name day. It's a scene I shall never forget. Oh really, Alphido? You want to rephrase that, pal? Is it now? Let's welcome you once more to Lotha's Vath. What do you seek? Yes, we seek a dude who is butt naked and looking for clothes. Fleshling clothed in skins came to us from some all lost and weak. Offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. Gone to Loth Asnath. Not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Because these guys have already completely punked Ravana. Hey, you all look kind of familiar from opening cutscenes and stuff, don't ya? No, I gotta contact drunk.
This day,
guys.
we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever!
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not! It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Dude. Nope. Someone else is out here too. Hi, Thancred with a goatee and finally fighting like an actual ninja, sort of. More rogue. Rather than pretending to be a gladiator.
Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we
are the warriors of darkness.
Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's-forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance. You might have warned me that I would emerge from
There's
the
the
life stream
scene.
altogether.
The scene that so many people absolutely love in this game. She'll be with Master Matoya. Okay, we'll see you later, Cryo. About the matter to her sire, hearken to his answer. Yeah, I already know his answer. He entrusted the choice to us, yeah. Grace Velger was like, leave me out of it. I, Vidofnir, shall journey into Ishgard on behalf of my people.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
Honorable, with as many quotation marks around it as possible.
Honorable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide. Honorable men, who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood.
Idiots, you mean?
Honorable men, whose knife in the dark
Arturo
was the
got him
spark
immediately.
which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
So how's Emmerich doing? Totally fine, right? Is he otherwise engaged? Yes, bleeding out. Long after buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Great, so they're just burning the buildings to the ground, the whole city to the ground. In our investigation immediately. Find witnesses and identify suspects. Yep. The Hoplan is awash with refugees. The lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Oh, cool. A bunch of priests who just out of the goodness and kindness of their own heart are opening up the vault to a bunch of refugees from the Broom lower class people for no other reason than to help them. Food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. I'm not sure if we should come. There's so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Dravadians. Heart, pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. Yeah, sure, buddy. And with the satchel, I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. Don't remember how I made it out. Suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. I'll be seeing you soon, Melee. Respect the scenes, including one near St. Raymond's Cathedral. Tribunal of Mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Interesting, isn't it, that all these big things up in the pillars are getting minor amounts of damage, while all the houses of low-class citizens in the Broom are burning to the ground. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. We have detained a suspect, finally. You know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash. He said about burning half the city to the ground. Thancred, already using the fact that he suspects it was totally a priest who hired them to burn these places down in order to get this guy to confess. He's the one who told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me can find salvation in the Fury's work, he said.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you.
An armed mob has seized control of the vault. We were directing refugees into the Basilica.
What a nice,
as
gentle
you ordered.
priest he was,
When
just
all of a
trying to
sudden,
help people
men
out of
brandishing
the
weapons
kindness
were
of his
all
heart,
around us.
huh?
They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault. The true brothers of the faith demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Just going straight in with Emmerich.
Of course. I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
And in we go. This one's always a little annoying because the moment you start fighting, these guys like to try and kill the hostages. See? As soon as they start losing the fight, these guys try and kill the hostages. And as you get deeper into the vault, they start trying to move to kill the hostages even faster. So you need to move really quickly through this one in order to save all the hostages. Fast. Don't give them the time to kill the hostages. There we go. See, so like each group is individual and they won't start trying to kill the hostage until you're nearby and attacking them. But they get like more antsy and more willing to turn on the hostage as fast as possible. And there's increased numbers of hostages that you have to defend, so it gets really tough to get all the hostages. Word of a heretic and kinslayer. Blah, 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 blah. Just die, idiot. And of honor. No, you're not. You're an idiot. It's trial. To be a trial, then. Yep. Leave us and save the hostages. I love you sitting here talking about how he's a man of honor after taking 6 lowborn citizens hostage and threatening to murder them. Nope, 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 nope. See, oh god, they're so aggressive towards them. They just start rushing the hostages as hard as they can, and it's so annoying. Because it's so difficult to heal the hostages. I don't even know if I can heal them, actually. You're welcome. Now, stay there. And then Emmerich is also technically fighting during this time, and you have to worry about his health. I think I may have lost a hostage here. No, you don't. It's not allowed. Nope, I will literally heal them through while Odwell deals with you, idiot. Wasting my time healing them. Yeah, I think I might have lost a hostage here, because this is only 5, so I think they killed one. Or no, I think there's only 5 that you untie. There's one other hostage, I believe. Hello, Emmerich. Here. Have some... Oh, wow, those are not very big heals. That's surprising. Those heals did not manage to be very strong on him.
This knight does
I think it's because he's got a lot of health so that he has a lot of vitality to fight these guys while you're gone. And so my heals are kind of pathetic compared to the amount of health they gave him for this mission. The best mitigation I've got for Emmerich right now is just to kill the guys that are hurting him. There we go. That's 6 out of 6. Yep, he took melee. Oh no! Sweet innocent girl. Guess we'll have to save her too. Real honorable, these psychos.
Come no closer! You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
See, that I don't have a problem with. If all of these idiots who are trapped in the past and refuse to move on want to kill themselves, I'm perfectly fine with that. Just stop trying to take innocent kids with you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
To shove him off a building. You know, after we help her. Someone do something. We've got at least a few spellcasters down there. There's nothing any of you can do? Really? Seeing Y'shtola just sort of freaking out with her tail in the air, it's like, you're a spellcaster! Cast a spell or something!
What? But I...
Congratulations, one of the few humans to ride on a dragon in modern times.
Vidofne!
Well, if we wanted the dragons to have a chance to, like, get humans to trust them, there's no better way than one swoops in and saves a kid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
At least she has manners.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I
Hi.
had hoped to meet with thee. Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. Fare you well, mortals.
I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Javanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefort in you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
Time, right? Yeah, they're giving me the shield.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight.
Yeah.
An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
Yep, one that looks exactly like Orshafont's shield, except, you know, without the big gaping hole in it.
My father will soon step down as head of our house. Sir Emeric was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers. You were a brother to Horsefort. Will you be a brother to me as well?
I thought I already was. Didn't Dad write me into the will?
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.